And we're live.
Alrighty.
Cool, I'm gonna tweet.
Woo.
What's up, people?
What's
What's
up?
up? How's it going? How you doing, peeps?
How's it hanging?
What's up?
We have a really special episode today, guys.
What?
No, don't say
what?
that.
What?
We're not going back to that very special bullshit.
Oh no! Something happened to me.
What
And he's gone.
He just got out. Oh, he's gone.
I'm scared.
I couldn't tell.
So-
You all right there?
Yeah, I'm just scared.
Okay. I was gonna say that sounded like a fake. Oh no.
Yeah, we have a really special episode today, guys.
What
Very
don't-
serious.
When's the last time we
Sting
had a very
is
special
here.
episode?
I
See,
don't
Sting
know.
is here.
Sting. I just invited them over.
I would
The wrestler or
fucking
the musician?
Yes.
Both.
Ooh.
both. Two Stings appear
Yeah.
behind him.
Both just lean in. But it leans in and does that moment where it was like, who's under the Sting mask? And he takes it off and it's just Sting
Yeah.
underneath his own mask. Oh boy.
Good times.
Alrighty. we
Hey,
would like
everybody,
to
we're climbing a
capture
mountain.
this.
Mm-hmm. This is mountain number 3. I thought we
Fancy.
did 3 before.
We
We
did.
did.
Oh, it's the mountain number 2, but it's the third mountain we've been to.
Yeah.
It's
Let's
all very
refer to-
confusing.
It's Mountain B, and we're
Uh-oh.
going to it third. Think about it. That's a
Ah,
where did we
I hate it.
begin?
Stop
Where
it.
did we begin last time? We picked up with right after
We picked up on lunchtime.
yes, after Sangha had already departed to
Yep.
go
Sangha.
back to let me recheck the name of the city.
Akim.
Akim, right?
Yep.
Just to check in and say how we're doing. Meanwhile, the rest of us, we went to check out mountain number 1. Mountain A, which was the second mountain that we were checking out. We went there, and we got jumped by a little gang of halflings, who we promptly dismantled.
we
Then
have 2 alive.
it's true. Yeah, to ask some questions and to deliver to the next dwarven settlement to say, hey, yo, you need someone to weed out these halfling gangs. We can help you out. We went a little further up the mountain. We encountered a dwarf. What was that dwarf's name? I don't remember. I want to call him Kermit, but I know that wasn't the official name.
I don't. Well, the official name that you eventually discovered was Vamir von Vanderrock. Which, can I just say, can we retcon that when he was trying to charm Zulska, that he said, "You're the only one for me."
That's pretty good.
I love it.
Yeah,
Can we retcon and say she was totally charmed and everybody's dead?
I don't know. I don't like that one.
That's just like the scariest thing if you could get a barbarian to turn on the rest of the party.
Especially one that has the berserker going on.
Yeah.
Actually, at level 6, if she's raging, she can't be charmed. So
Yep. Yeah, I think they anticipated, like, you know what, we should not let this be a
Does
thing.
berserker get the? Is that the one that eventually gets the psychic resistance too, or is that a different path?
I don't
I don't
think
think
they
it's
can.
that one.
I thought there was a path that you get some of that. Anyways, doesn't matter.
That sounds familiar, but yeah.
Yeah. Point is, we also encountered this other dwarf who actually turned out to be an Oni. We beat his henchman. We did not beat him. It was kind of weird that an Oni was working together with 2 actual dwarves. I don't think we figured that out, but that could just be coincidence. The Oni got away because they can do that.
And you'll never find out about the dwarves because you killed them.
It's true.
Well,
One was knocked
they
out
attacked us
unconscious.
first. They attacked us first. That's all I'm gonna say. And then we went to the next town.
Did we check them for like sigils or anything?
yeah,
No.
they didn't have anything.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't we discuss? Oh, never mind. That was the halfling bandits. Never
Yeah.
mind. Because we
So-
discussed like chopping off their limbs for the tattoos or something. We
Oh, yeah,
discussed
yeah.
weird things regarding them.
Well, we brought one of them whole to
2.
the next town. I thought we
I
just
had-
brought. I thought
I
it was
had
a
2
head and a
walkers.
body.
2 and 2 heads.
Okay, yeah. So we brought some heads and some bodies up into the town. The Minecraft town. And then we went to as the tavern, correct? And we got sort of a tour, a lay of the land of the city. I don't
From
recall.
Nigel Rockberry.
Yes. I don't recall whether or not we got like specific knowledge of any major problems they were having. I think we know that there are like some halfling bandits around, but I don't think there was like an immediate crisis going on.
Yeah, some
there
bandits
was
were
no
coming in
crisis.
from the northeast, from the Badlands.
Yeah, but nothing like
Well,
nothing
at least
like
that's where the halflings came from. It's unclear how many
Yes.
other
Yeah.
people are
but nothing like the disease from the first mountain where it's like a very urgent, pressing thing.
But we
there was
do
also
know
a
that
brief-
they're close to Mountain 2, or at least
True.
the wife is.
Very true. Where we're headed next. Also important thing to point out that Sangha and Vanessa are both aware now that somebody in our group is I don't know if mole is the right word because it's not like he's been actively working against us, but we have knowledge that Mr. Eric Silversword is a plant for the prince who is setting us on this mission in the first place.
This is true.
Still no real clear signs though as to what the fuck that
Yeah.
not telekinesis, that
Telepathy.
telepathy
Yeah.
was all about.
If he was a plant, he would be only consuming sunlight through photosynthesis.
This changes everything.
Checkmate,
True.
atheists.
We got it, boys.
So that's kind of where we are. Learn some things, and some of that knowledge we're kind of keeping in our back pocket till the right time.
So we can stab you with it in the back.
Unless we sit on it.
Basically, yes.
All right, yep. So that's about it. So yeah, you guys ended up kind of figuring out, okay, things are like, this isn't a situation like Mountain Number 3 where we can just do something right away. So I think you guys were just calling it a night, getting your long rest in, and heading out to Number 2 the next day. So we'll take you back to Clan Gluquin.
I prefer to number 2 early in the morning. Clear you out early in system.
Well, if that's what you want to do.
Oh right, yeah, they have a ridiculous
cool.
name. Who's the Jarl? What's the Jarl's name?
You mean Jarl Barnard Gluklik?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Barnard Gluclick.
Jarl Barnard Gluklik.
And he makes barnyard glue sticks.
Carl the Barnyard
That's a hobby.
Gluklik.
Wait, hold on. You mean to say that Jarl Barnard Gluklik makes Barnard Glue... Fuck,
Glue
I couldn't
sticks?
do it. I couldn't do it.
Jarl
Barnyard
Barnard
glue
Gluklik
sticks.
makes barnyard glue sticks.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
All
can
right.
make a
Hold on,
tongue
let's
twister
do
out
much.
of this.
Including
That's a-
tunic
what a great
that
t-shirt.
say- What was the thing? Instead of a t-shirt, we're having it be a tunic. What was the thing that Sydney got? What did it say on the tunic?
This mountain rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's in my inventory.
Yeah, I love the branded clothing that we started to put into the campaigns. Like I had the like ball in mind, and now we've got like merch for the characters to wear.
Yep.
But yeah, we're sorry.
Speaking of inventory, Sydney, did you log the scimitar, dagger, light crossbow, and studded leather?
I don't have it in mine, but I
Okay.
do have it in my notes. We also
Same.
got some gold last
We
time.
did. And speaking of rocking the mountains, we're about to embark on a quest on Mountain B or 2 or Dose or Mountain the Second, Mountain Junior, whatever you would like to call it. I'm kind of partial toward Mountain Junior now.
I do like that. Yeah.
Before we go, could I don't have enough gold to get studded leather armor, but if I sell my current armor and possibly get a discount, I might be able to afford studded leather.
How many
Who's going-
coins do you need?
I believe it's 4.5 gold, correct?
Yeah.
I currently have 2.5.
I also have 2.5.
But if I sell my leather, that's 1 more gold, or 10 gold. But I don't know. It's 1 gold, I guess. Everything's being divided by 10, right?
Yep.
So I'll be 1 gold shy.
I can spot you.
1 gold's a lot, though. Let's be honest.
I'm very charming.
If you need resources, I'm willing to share with this small tribe.
You'd be willing to give me a gold?
Yes, I think so.
In exchange for what?
It's what friends do. Yes.
That's true what I hear, but what does that have to do with anything?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think I need it right now. Maybe.
We'll call it an IOU.
That sounds fine. Yes.
I'll pluck the gold, and with that, and selling my leather armor, I'll have enough to get some studded leather armor. And that's all I needed here.
All right. Is anybody else doing anything in the morning before you head out?
Probably creepily playing my lyre again. So that's it.
right. You have a lyre.
I do. Comes with a vizier background.
I do
I'd
think
like to
early.
make- oh, go ahead.
Oh, early morning. I'd like to do a quick hunt to see if I can get some deer or rabbit or something, so I can actually like make breakfast and make new rations for me to actually eat.
Oh, not this high
That's
up on the mountain. You'll
not-
have to wait till you get further down.
That's fine. All right. That is a-okay.
Alrighty. Yeah, so on your way out, you will happen to see your good old friend Nigel. And he'll just say, hello.
He's so beautiful.
Your beard looks very red this morning.
No, it's this one again.
Yes. Going away already, are we?
Yes.
Well, we may be back, but we do have to keep moving.
Well,
Yeah,
I hope I made your stay a little more enjoyable and happy.
I will ask, is there anything you or your town needs at the moment? Anything while we're away?
Well, if you find any certain kinds of ale that we've not had, I'd be sure to try it.
I imagine the list of ales you have not had is a lot shorter than the lists of ales you have had.
That's probably good to assume. Where are you off to now?
Mountain
look-
Junior.
That way.
We were looking at the neighboring mountain.
Oh, that mountain. Well, that's going to be quite a hike for you. Be sure to be safe while climbing and look out for rocks overhead.
You seem to know more about this mountain than you're telling us right now.
Oh, well, that's where the monks are. So only experienced explorers should really be trying to hike those mountains.
Are the paths not clear?
No, it's quite steep. So you'll be able to find your path, but just prepare to do some climbing. Not for the faint of heart, not for old grandmothers and grandfathers.
What kind of monks do you mean?
What do you mean, what kind of monks?
I'm not familiar with monks. I don't know monks.
Oh, they're philosophers of sorts, studying the ways of life.
Life. Interesting.
Are
Yes.
they as receptive to outsiders as you all have been?
Well, they certainly don't get many visitors, but they're a friendly folk.
That wasn't a yes.
Is there anything we should avoid while we're headed that direction? Any dangers these mountains might provoke?
I would just say look out for rocks above.
Hmm.
Rocks
Interesting.
fall, everyone
and
dies.
be safe while you climb. There's some steep drops if you're not careful. But you all look like experienced adventurers. You should be okay.
I'm
gonna
sure
die.
just fine.
I do suppose I should have asked yesterday when we were perhaps taking the tour, but is there a group on your mountain who are of scientific minds, perhaps?
Well, we certainly have those who forge with fire. Doing all sorts of metalworking and such.
Okay. Thank you, friend.
Good show, friend. Safe journeys.
Boy,
Hey,
a little less tension right here. And try not to look like you're taking a shit.
what? Oh, yes. Yeah.
Those are very good words to live by. You should be wise to listen to her.
Better?
We'll work on it.
It's exhausting.
It is. You'll get there.
Well, I suppose we'll learn whatever these monks are all about then.
Maybe.
Dwarf monks. I don't think we've fought those before.
I've never really thought of that possibility.
I don't imagine them to be particularly acrobatic. Do you?
Sturdy, but not nimble.
Do you think maybe they hop on each other's shoulders and form a large warrior and fight that way?
Could you imagine?
By the power of Voltron!
The tallest little warrior.
Sort of like a dwarven centipede.
But vertical, yes.
Hmm.
Well, I suppose we'll find
Sorry,
out.
this is how Vanessa thinks. Yes, I suppose we shall.
I guess we'll start
Onward.
heading that way.
Onward to Mountain Junior.
I am gonna, on the walk there, kind of keep an eye out for any medicinal herbs to restock my herbalism kit, or, anything that could be food. Or spell components.
Alrighty, anything else before you go?
Either on the way down this mountain or up the next one.
Mm-hmm.
If you think we would happen to encounter any snakes,
Oh.
I would like to charm it using some Yuan-Ti stuff, just so we have a little snake companion with us, just in case things go down.
Alright.
Yuan-Ti. It's Yuan-Ti.
I'm
It's
gonna
your
say-
own race. You should know how
No,
it's said.
I'm the Hispanic version. I'm a Yuan-Ti.
We're sisters.
I've heard. I do not know
Takes
why I
one.
pronounce it.
No one.
Or quite possibly the incarnation of our god. You need to speak our race correctly.
Some of us are a little closer to the reincarnation than others.
Okay.
At least in their own minds.
Alrighty, so you start heading down the mountain, and down the mountain you don't really face any troubles or oni or bandits of
Oh.
any kind.
Or food?
Oh my.
But you can roll survival to
Yep.
try and find a snake.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking, like, if we happen to encounter one, it'd be handy.
Wow!
I found a snake. Is that a snake you like?
Just have another pal. Sure.
could I like while they're talking about needing a snake, just like grab the snake and like walk up behind them and just kind of like,
Yeah, so like if you kind of whisper over or say to someone like, "Yeah, I'm gonna look for a snake," it's like he's just gonna happen to find one.
Okay,
He's just gonna pick
Yeah,
it up.
just-
It's like a
sister, let's see if they have any of those snakes like us on the way down. Oh,
is this like what?
Were you keeping that with you in your bags?
it's like a
No.
3 foot snake. It's not venomous or anything.
that was
Just,
strangely fast.
It was. I saw it. I found it.
it was like right next to his foot as you were saying that.
I don't believe you.
Okay. Here?
Richard,
you like
would
it?
say this? Would you? Yeah, I'll take it from you. Richard, would you say this snake has an intelligence of 4 or higher?
No. Animals have an intelligence of like
Not even gonna roll for it. Just no.
Well, then I look at the snake. Would I?
don't beasts like by default not have an intelligence above a 3?
Generally, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no point then. Would I know this, or do you want me to roll to see whether or not I would know this snake is too stupid for me to even charm it?
I think if you know a lot about snakes, you would know that it, as a beast, does not have an intelligence.
Okay.
No, you can use it. It has to have less than 4 intelligence.
Oh, sorry, I read
Yeah.
that the other way around.
If it's higher than 4, it means it's intelligent and you can't train.
But you're like,
Sorry.
you want to be friends? It's like,
yeah,
fuck
sorry,
off.
sorry,
Yeah.
I read it the other way
As
around.
most snakes will.
Don't patronize me, bub.
Yeah. Okay. Richard,
Yeah, so at first it's kind of like hissing at it's hissing.
well, it has to roll
Yeah.
a wisdom save
Yeah.
technically.
You charm the snake with your animal friendship, and
You
it kinda,
don't think it's gonna beat my wisdom save?
oh,
you can roll for it,
has a
um,
chance to save.
Yeah,
Hold
it's
on.
a wisdom
Yeah,
save
wait.
if it
Wisdom
wants to.
save.
I want to
Alrighty.
know. It's a
Let's-
constrictor
I'm looking up-
snake. It's not a poisonous snake. It's a constrictor snake.
All right, I got poisonous snake.
It's
That's
got a +0 for wisdom. It's doing
Yeah,
okay.
it has
Its
a chance.
charisma is negative
Alrighty,
4.
so let's see how well it does.
You just roll it flat.
Oh shit!
Snake straight up says, fuck you.
All right.
Yeah, the snake's
hold
just
it-
like,
I
ah,
look
fuck
at it.
you. This guy
Yeah.
grabbed me. I hate you all.
Yeah, I look at it and it like when
Yes.
you're trying to like hold a fish and it just you can't. It just like slinky shoots out of my hand and just goes away.
Yep.
Is it okay if I kill it and eat it?
If you want to go catch it again, it'll go away and I'll just say that one was not the one.
I'll roll a dex just to see if I can kind of catch it as it leaps out of his hand.
Okay. I guess it's all right.
Its dex is +2.
Yeah, I've seen that. All right. Nah, it gets away.
And before the whole party dies by snake bite.
Just trying to catch this.
The whole party tries to catch
Two
a
of us
constrictor
cannot
snake.
die by snake bite. So
Can-
Ha.
Guys, this is a CR 1/4.
But wait, can we get him on our team though?
That's what was going to happen.
That's what he was trying to
It's
do.
Saved.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because
Now
he's
this.
good. He's got rolls.
Yeah.
Cackle, fetch me lunch.
We know he's got rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, he slithers down into a little crack
Alright.
between some rocks, and he is unattainable.
I'm gonna. Technically, we can cast that an unlimited number of times per day, but I'm not gonna bring it up every time, so I'll just let that go.
I'm sure it has a thing where it.
I will use it every time. Richard, I'd like to find a snake. Do I find a snake? Find me the snakes.
Roll to find us.
Man, these animals are rolling great. Look at what what the bird just rolled. Jeez.
you don't find a snake.
I believe we
I find
scared
3
me
snakes.
No,
I
find
found 3. That's,
zero snakes.
that's the number of snakes
You
I
found
find.
you found 3 of the
I
20
command
snakes
them
on the mountain.
all.
Guys, I think the rolls are dictating that you're just not meant to get snakes
Let's-
right now.
Let's figure out what these monks on Mount Junior need.
Yes. Maybe they have snakes of their own that we can charm.
Maybe.
You did hear yesterday
Snake
that
monks.
the mountain belongs to Clan Arzd.
What a bunch of ours fools.
Yep.
By the way, monk snake is a real species.
Nice. Alrighty. So, yeah, you never really get to a full valley area, but it does kind of like peak down that way, and then it starts a fairly steep incline. I am going to need athletics rolls from people as you get to a spot where it starts to get so high up that there's like a good 30 feet of actual climbing that you're gonna have to do. Excuse me while I look up climbing rules real quick.
Nice.
I would hope Zolska would be good at this.
It's like I feel like it's the only thing I'm proficient at. But I mean, obviously, I have other
I
things.
climb all the time. What you want?
Welcome to being a melee class.
I'm not proficient at anything
Holy
like my
shit.
last 9 million characters has been proficient in. So they're like, "Oh, talk to the person, persuade them." I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, so
Can you perceive this?
So
It's not-
for Zolska, For Zolska, this mountain is her bitch. Like she just climbs right up. There's lots of like little spots, like handholds that are really far apart. So for her, it's just super easy. She's got the arm length for it. I would say that. Oh crap! What is Tony's character's name?
Vanessa.
Right, Vanessa. Vanessa and Eric have a bit of. Yeah, Vanessa and Eric have a bit of a harder time, but they are able to get up.
Okay. I was gonna say
Sangha.
I could use acrobatics if I can, but
Nah, it's really athletics to climb. But yeah, so they get up, but Sangha and Felix especially are having a really hard time.
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, that 3 was.
Which is why you're having.
Oh,
a
right.
really
That 3 was
time.
something else. Yeah, let's see how Sangha does.
It's coming.
wow, worse than me.
One, honey.
Well, you got the armor, so we can blame it on that. I'm unarmored.
Yes, Sanga's struggling. The studded leather hasn't really broken in yet, and her flexibility is not as good.
She's
And
the
then
kid
Felix,
from
Felix
Christmas
is just
Story, like,
not
let's
an
get that
athletic
my arm.
person, apparently.
No,
Felix just really sucks at it.
I'm not. Okay, get a rope. Somebody drop a rope, a ladder, something.
Actually, I do have 50 feet of rope.
Say ladder.
So over then.
All right. If you are able to get up and throw some rope down, then that will give the person an advantage to try to just climbing up the rope. And if that doesn't work, then maybe the other person can resort to just pulling them up and make their own athletics.
And Vanessa will just look at Zolska, pull out of her bag, help freak get up here, and toss the rope toward her.
You mean your sister? That's not very nice, you know.
I'm not talking about her.
I'll toss it
I'm talking
down.
about I thought one person in this group got me, but whatever.
I'm fond of the
alright.
jumpy one, alright? I'm fond of it.
Sangha, with the rope, you're just barely able to get up. It's clearly not your thing. Like in gym class, the rope climb was like not your event.
Usually, I just paid the gym teacher, and he let me take the day off.
Yeah.
I killed the gym teacher.
That's right.
Yeah,
I didn't
and
have gym
Felix has a much easier time with the rope.
I like to imagine your bird was mocking you from the top, though, as you were coming up.
Yeah, so eventually you all get up. But when you get up, you hear a very low-pitched...
AC/DC song.
You hear a very low-pitched kind of a... what would sound like an eagle, but much more lower-pitched and more of like a rumbly dinosaur-sounding eagle.
Do we
far
see
off.
this thing yet?
No, you just hear it.
Okay,
I
what
stuffed Cackle
You
back
hear
in
it
my
enough
pocket.
that even a nat 1 would hear it.
what kind of roll to identify this?
Nature.
Hmm. Oops, that's not supposed to be an advantage.
Oh, that rolled over from a nat 20.
A nature, huh?
Well, I don't know what it is. Hey.
Hey! Sangha,
Someone smart.
as you hear that, you immediately think back to when the dwarf said, "Look out for rocks overhead."
Oh.
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
I had a feeling. I was like, maybe he means like the rock, like the big thing rock. And I was just like,
Oh.
no, he wouldn't do that.
Look out for wrestlers overhead.
That little shitbag meant giant birds. There's a giant bird in the sky!
I hide.
It sounded like it was from miles away, but
I'm still hiding.
okay.
I pull out my axe.
Well,
Would
that's
you like to
nice.
roll for hide? Or,
22.
All right, you find a rock to hide under.
I'm under the bird! I'm under the bird! No, different rock! Different rock!
I'm gonna do the same because I would also very much, knowing how prone birds are to picking up snakes. I would also like to hide.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even
This-
think about that.
Seems not good.
I would
Don't
like to
try it on
take
me!
my
Wow,
like
really?
the knitted cozy for my
Alright.
axe off and get that ready.
Apparently, I got the cursed dice tonight.
You think that you're well hidden, but you're not.
Sister,
Okay.
I
The
can
wrong sort of
see you.
camouflage.
No, you can't.
Yes,
I'm holding my sickle in front of me like the lampshade thing. No, I'm a tree.
Oh boy.
Anybody else do anything?
Maybe we should just keep going, and Eric's just gonna keep going. 'Cause
I will
if it
also
sounds
keep
that far
going.
away.
If
I'll
anybody
take it.
would like to roll perception, you can.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Yeah, can we tell
I
him
am
how
Can we
not
do
far
the
it is?
Can we do the
perceptive.
thunder and lightning
Ooh.
trick to see how close it is?
Oh, actually, I have one. How exciting! Hey.
You just heard the one like caw type thing. Yeah, you're looking all around, and none of you see any sign of it.
The 22?
Yeah, even with the 22, you don't see
Mhm.
it. So that would give you an idea that it might be over the mountain,
Gotcha.
like towards the
woods.
Mhm.
towards the side that you can't see over. So that might give you a hint of the direction of it.
I think
Okay.
we'll be okay for now. We just should move quickly. Quickly.
I still want to have my axe out.
I'm going
Yeah,
to...
I will still definitely have my sickle out.
I'll cast my Armor of Darkness.
Sword and
Okay.
shield, I guess.
All right.
Or, no,
So
crossbow.
yeah, as you
yeah.
continue to make your way up, it's still fairly steep, but you don't have any like super steep parts like that for a while more. So we'll say it was early morning when you're at the top of one, and then say you're about there. So we're talking about. It's probably getting at this point is getting closer to like that golden hour where the sun is coming down. The light looks pretty beautiful. Yeah, you've kind of hit a plateau area where it's not as steep, but you still have a pretty big incline. At this point, you're probably fairly worn out, not exhausted at all, but you've been going for quite a ways.
Is this a good place to make camp?
It might be.
Oh god, are we gonna have to do like those freaking crazy ass hammocks that rock climbers do up in the freaking mountains? And they're like,
Nope.
yeah,
Nope.
I'll just
Yeah, what's
post
our
this
elevation
freaking
right
hammock
now?
in here.
I don't know
No,
how
thanks.
anybody sleeps in those.
Richard, what's our elevation right now?
I'd say you're about 2/3 the way up the mountain.
Okay, so we're a decent way of a really steep mountain.
Yeah, you're at a point now where you're kind of at where like cloud level.
With a survival roll, would I be able to see if I can gather materials to make kind of a shelter that would camouflage us in?
Actually, Alchemist, I had a question for you. Your bird compatriot, it's quite good at flying, yes?
Yes. I
Do you think you
suppose.
could maybe do a once around the area, see if there's a cave or natural covering that we can use to make sure that we're not eaten by a large flying bird?
Yes, yes. That seems like a good idea. Cackle. Search.
All right, Cackle will go and search, and yeah, up a bit of ways, still like probably a good half an hour away. There seems like there's kind of a dip in area where like rocks kind of go over in a Pride Rock like way. So there's like it's not like perfect shelter like a cave, but there's definitely some potential dry area over there. But what also swooping back down will report is that not far away from you, there was a nest with some fairly big eggs.
You mean dinner?
Yeah, boy. That's where I was going.
Yeah, that would be able to feed quite a bit of people with that kind of dinner.
Is that
With those kind of eggs.
Is that along the path?
You know, birds like snakes, but snakes love eggs.
Yes.
This is very true.
If you look on the map, you should be able to see it now.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That is where the bird has reported the nest and eggs.
I believe if we are careful, we should be able to collect these eggs and eat tonight.
Did your familiar to see the rock while it was up there?
Yes. Oh, no. Not that one. Rock? Wait,
I will
which
say,
rock?
as it got really high up, it would have seen what looked like an eagle. What either looked like an eagle that was, within a few hundred yards, or a much larger eagle much further away. Hard to gauge.
It's a large bird of prey, somewhat in the area. We must either act fast or move quickly. That's the same.
Probably avoid the giant bird that could eat us or throw us off the mountain.
I would agree. I think we should find shelter first. Avoid it.
Food.
We can
could be
find
food.
other food.
Hmm.
Yes, that's why we want the shelter.
High altitude. Hard to find food, maybe.
Based on that nature roll, Richard, would it be fair to say Songa has a good idea how strong these rocks can be?
It wasn't at 20.
Where? Oh, I didn't even see that.
When that was when she was identifying what the sound was.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how hard the rocks are? Like, what are
No.
you trying to gauge exactly?
No, how tough, how powerful they are.
Oh, how tough the actual animal itself is, not
Yes.
rocks.
Is it like a giant eagle, or is it like a really strong
no.
adversary?
Yeah, it is way, way stronger than a giant eagle. This thing is the type of thing that could TPK you.
It's a thunderbird. It's basically a creature of legend.
Yeah, in certain parts, it would certainly be a creature of legend.
So, leave it alone.
It doesn't have any, magical abilities or anything, but it's fucking scary as hell.
Yeah, it's a flying bus.
Yeah.
Oh, Fortnite.
YouTube Rewind.
I'm gonna say,
Guys,
no,
Vanessa is great at flossing.
let's not fight the giant deathbird. Let's avoid the giant deathbird and fight it another day. Preferably never.
Be a hell of a trophy.
It's a CR-11.
It's fine. We could take it. I want its head, guys.
I want its eggs.
And I want my head, but we can't all have what we want. So let's stick with what I want and not fight the giant deathbird.
At this point, you hear another "Ah!" And if you do a little thunder test, just based off of, the echoes, sounds like it's getting closer.
Let's run. Let's go.
Are
Let's run.
these bushes or trees?
I'd say they're more like bushes.
Okay.
He might be able to hide within them, they might be person height, but you wouldn't be able to get any more than one person hiding inside of them, and even then it's not a guarantee you'd be well enough hidden. You also don't know how well these things can smell.
What? It's a smelling bird? Oh god.
I said you don't know. I'm not telling you it is. I'm not telling you it can smell.
bird.
I'm just gonna start hiking towards that Pride Rock.
Yeah, can we
Yeah.
just keep going? Yep.
Yeah, let's start moving towards shelter.
Alrighty.
Nobody wants to fight it.
Nope.
And I can fight it alone. Because I'll die.
So you can go ahead and move your tokens if you'd like. Just try and move them up the path as best you can.
Where's the Pride Rock?
It's way past here. It's like a half hour up north.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
past the.
Well,
serpentine.
That's the only way you move.
Yeah, you see the nest.
Go. Avoid.
You hear one more.
I'm gonna hide.
Does anybody else move?
Do I
further past?
see it? I'm gonna roll perception to see if Oh, I don't see it.
No, you definitely don't see it.
I guess I'll see if I see it.
It's right above you.
Dude, my past 5 rolls have rolled right over from an at 20.
You see a shadow.
Where?
It's so if you're on one part, you'll see its shadow bouncing off of another peak that you had kind of already gone past.
I'll look straight up.
Looking straight up, you guys might want to hide, because you can see that there is something that is going around past you, but it's starting to turn.
Oh, serpent.
Is there anywhere to hide?
Yeah, if you go past the map, you can find a little spot, hopefully.
Oh,
No.
only single digits. There are things I'm
Let's-
good at, I swear.
You have a +5, and you just
I
can't
know.
can't get above an 11.
Very stealthy and very acrobatic. Just
It's
so
very
you
bright
know.
out. It's bright out, and there aren't a lot of places to hide, to be fair. Yeah.
Sangha goes invisible, not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'll just be like, sister, I love you. Please don't die.
I'm again holding I'm holding my lyre you know how if you don't have an umbrella, you hold a satchel above your head. I'm gonna hold my lyre above my head as if it's a cover.
I mean, I
Alrighty,
could...
well, we'll say you're all past the map, but you do see it swoop down and then land, and it's just kind of nuzzle around, and then hunker down on the nest, just kind of sit on its eggs. But you all are safe.
I could light it on fire.
Just leave it alone.
As long as you stay hidden up high above, then I'm not going to roll for its perception. However, if you try to go back to it, then there's going to be some contested rolls.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Go.
All right, you keep on going.
Bye.
You keep on going, and there's more scaling, but I won't make you roll for it. There's
I thought you
times
meant
where have to
let's
use-
go.
There's
Let's do this.
I mean, everybody else want to go kill it, huh?
I just
Um,
want. Ooh. That makes sense. As a weapon.
So, yeah, you make it over to Pride Rock, and unless you want to keep on going all the way up, might be a good chance to call it a night.
Sure. I'll gather things together for a bonfire or campfire.
Oh my god, Artem, did you just Photoshop this?
It's amazing.
That's pretty good.
That
It's
is
really good.
very well done.
And it will be showing up in
I guess I should show the
Centra.
stream.
yeah, you should.
You should show this. It's pretty amazing.
It's the Huan Ti.
Oh,
That is the Huan
very
Ti.
good.
I'm amazed that no one's done that.
Otherwise known as the mariachi monk.
That needs to go to
I love him. Oh my
that
god.
needs to go on Reddit or something. that
D&D
is-
memes. D&D memes would love it.
That is
Wow.
beautiful. Alrighty.
I have a feeling they'll call me out for being racist or something, though.
No, that's when when I rolled my sombrero-toting gunslinger Yanti. We called him Wanti.
Yeah, you
I mean,
just
all
gotta
you have
spice
to
it a
do is
little
say
bit.
my friend pronounces it wrong. That's all you need to say.
That's true too.
Also that.
True.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Sorry, it's locked in though. I'm never gonna say it right. It's just it's locked into my like mind now. So
Yeah. So I hope you brought rations because there's not much in the way of food up here.
Hell
Well, we
yeah,
passed
one day
through-
of rations.
Am I allowed to use my feature up here, as I am a Goliath who is used to mountainous shit?
Sorry, say again.
Can I use my feature up here to, like, maybe dig up roots or something that could be food, since, as a Goliath, I'm probably used to that up?
Yeah. I guess so. What does your feature say exactly?
I got us some rocks to eat. Rocks with a K.
I can always recall general layout of terrain and settlements and other features around you. In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to four other people each day, provided that the land offers. Oh, it's provided that the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth. So if there's like maybe
I mean,
roots or
there's
something to
bushes,
dig up-
so maybe you'd find some berries that are good to eat.
Word.
I'll roll a survival check to
Maybe
find some
little
medicinal-
lizards.
Just
You
grab
might
them.
be-
Just.
Yeah. It's kind of a Timon and Pumbaa situation. You find food that will nourish you. The question
Okay,
is,
yeah,
do
like
people
grubs
want
and
to
shit
eat
like
it?
that. Yeah, I'm for it. Cool. I will return, or I'll like, in the cave. I'll just like put out some grubs and like a headless lizard or something.
I will nosh
Tell you what. Give me a survival roll, and because of your feature, I will potentially give you something.
Oh, hey, thanks so much. Yay. Hey!
Alright, I'll give it to you. Looking along, picking your berries and such, you kind of find a spot where a little pool of water is collected, and you discover a wandering mountain goat.
Ooh.
I kill it. I murder the fuck out of that goat.
Alrighty. This is reminding me of the same campaign as Victor.
Can I just run up and like snap the goat's neck?
What if
I have a crossbow.
What if it turned out to be that wild shape of like that wizard we passed on the other mountain? What are
While we're
you
eating
doing?
him.
Ow, you bastards!
So describe what you would like to do, and we'll give a. You've already rolled the survival, so let's.
Meh.
I'm okay. So feasibly, if I'm foraging, I'm not gonna have my axe out. So
But you'd still have it on you.
yeah. If I have my other shit, I'll throw my javelin at it.
Okay.
Sick.
Let's have you roll to attack and throw a javelin at that goat.
Hold on, I've got a picture of what she's murdering. There's no going back on what she already said.
Nice little wandering mountain goat. Yeah, you hit it. Just.
Sick.
No.
Do I have to roll damage for it? I have to find the damage for a freaking javelin.
You totally should. That's probably like a 1d6 plus strength.
I think it is, just to be sure. Yeah.
That was a very good throw.
Thank you.
A wandering mountain goat? But which one was it?
Oh boy.
Why are you guys doing this?
Ah.
Oh, come on.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Kevin.
I had the same thought. The whole band is there.
I'm just curious if it's dead or if you have to
It's
go and
limping
slit
away
its
with
throat.
the javelin stuck in it.
Remember,
It has
it's
four hit points, so you kill it. You kill it in one.
Sick.
Remember, it's the
One
adorable
clean
one that I shared. That's
swoop.
what you murdered.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna wear the horns as a dope like headdress anyway, eventually at some point. I just have to fashion it.
I will
Alright.
help field dress. If
Yeah,
you
I'll
like.
back it back.
Okay, yeah, you return to Pride Rock with your goat.
I just like throw it down Like, it's been gutted, but not much else processing has been done.
Yeah, it's a smaller goat, but it's enough to feed 5 people for a night.
I kept the
Or
hearts
one
and
years
the
old.
organs, and I do think after, like, while roasting the meat, I'll throw the organs into my pot and start doing a broth so we have something nourishing in the morning.
Okay.
I'll take out one of my
Anything else?
rations.
Oh, goat
What
heart.
the fuck?
Well, you know what, I'm just gonna eat that.
You bitched about the grub, and then I go find a fucking goat. Really?
I've had rations this entire time.
Sure.
I'll
Do you guys
Vanessa,
not travel
will
without
you,
rations?
No.
I had
I-
to throw mine out. Mine weren't edible, apparently.
I'll try.
We start with 10 days worth of rations. I don't know how this has happened.
Who starts with 10 days worth of rations?
Everyone.
Explorers pack.
True.
I got a scholar's pack.
No,
Not a scholar's
Yeah.
pack.
Not everybody gets an explorer's pack.
Oh well.
True.
I'll
mean,
I'll
mine are just
process it
little,
as
like,
much
mice.
as I can.
Oh, I eat some before it even starts to cook.
Oh yeah, go for it. Get it, girl. Get it.
Oh lord.
And I'd like.
Quite tasty.
I'm so serious about those damn horns. I want them. So, yeah, I'm gonna like just chop the head off and maybe try to, I don't know, like, how do you work that? Do you like skin it and stuff? Usually I know that people have like bugs do their work, but that takes
Well,
time.
we'll peel the flesh
just
away
want the
from the
horn.
skull.
You can just
Yes,
saw
we'll
the
have to.
horns off.
Yes, we'll have to cut those down. That, or you can just wear the faceplate. Use that to hold the horns on. We can fashion you something. Is it okay if I take the eyes and the brains and the cheek?
Please,
The cheek
please.
is very good meat.
take it. I just want a dope
In the
ass
pot.
thing. Weird freaking horn dress thing. Freaking dope t-shirt. I am I'm ready. I'm hyped.
Are you enjoying your first trip to the mountain? Have you been having fun here?
I'm not minding it.
You got your goat hat,
It's
your
Mountain
t-shirt.
Rocks.
We just need some cotton candy. The picture's
It's not a t-shirt. It's a tunic.
Well, it's a sleeveless tunic,
It's
because
a screen printed tunic.
It did have sleeves until you ripped them off.
Sleeves are lame.
they are lame. And they cannot contain my awesome biceps. Yeah.
Can we go to
That's,
bed now?
Does anybody want to keep watch?
Yeah.
Before we
Yes,
start
I'll
like
do it.
shitting in the goat carcass.
I can take one first watch.
I'll do second, and I'd like to knit for a bit. Wow.
Vanessa will not take one if she doesn't have to.
I'll do third and final if you like. I'll just keep stirring the pot, minding it, and I've got night vision, so I'm good.
Alrighty. Well, you go throughout the night without much of a disturbance at all.
Tight.
So you wake up the next day. You got some
Productive
broth for
evening.
breakfast to help with making whatever you make for breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
and you can carry on your way up.
And some delicious gut broth from the organs.
Yeah, and
There's
as you,
bones in
about,
it too.
as about you get 3/4 of the way up,
It's very nutrient dense.
along the path, you see a little hut, and standing outside of that hut is a dwarf who's just kind of doing some kind of Tai Chi looking stuff. It's kind of like a early morning routine, looks like.
But does he have any chai tea stuff?
It looks like a Street Fighter character.
I don't know. But the only thing I would ignore here is just
The magic.
this little beam thing. But other than that, yeah, he's got a hood, he's got some robes, and
He's
he's
not
just
throwing
kind
a
of...
real Hadouken.
Yeah. that's kind of his deal. What he's doing along this path, kind of right in your
It
way.
seems to be the monks that Roxbury warned us about.
I think I'll just kind of like sit down and kind of stare for a while.
Okay.
I forget. Did he say they were hostile or not?
Friendly.
Okay. Then I'll approach.
Okay. You approach, and he'll look at you and say, "Oh, you found your way high up the mountain.
Yes, yes.
Morning to you."
We're looking for a settlement around these parts. Wondering if you could give us some directions.
You looking for the temple?
I suppose is this where the what's the name? Arst?
Clan Arst, you're in the right place.
Yes, that is where we're looking for.
You've
It's only
traveled quite a distance.
Well, when in the mountains you are here.
Very eloquent.
That needs to be like some word art
Thank you.
on somebody's wall.
We're here looking for supplies, maybe some not freshly gutted food. Anything you have, that'd be quite lovely. My friends and I, we've been traveling here, avoiding large rocks, and birds, and avalanches and things of the sort. Do you think you'd be able to take us in?
I suppose I could spare some.
Wonderful.
Yeah, why don't you have yourselves a seat on the rocks, and I'll fetch you something.
Insight
no.
check.
No, we actually like to go with you, if possible, to the temple.
Oh, thought you wanted something from my head.
No
mean,
insight check.
It's a very nice hut.
Thank you. Built it myself.
Do you know which direction to the temple? The easiest way, preferably one with not a lot of climbing.
Just keep on following the way up.
You know, if I may, we caught wind of a disease happening on another one of the nearby mountains. Any sort of thing along those lines we should be worried about?
Wait, you caught a disease?
No, caught wind.
To be fair, some of them maybe have caught it, but we do not know.
What?
I mean, I guess that's fair. But anything of that sort we should be worried about up top.
No diseases here as far as I know. We're
Just
quite
checking.
healthy here.
That's good.
Yes.
Just
What
making sure.
brings you up here? Are you here to study at the temple?
We're explorers of sorts.
Explorers of sorts, I see. Been a long time, perhaps 100 years since we've seen Yanti up on these mountains. This is a most peculiar time.
Yes, well, sister and I figured it was time to venture out of the desert and see the world, you know. Go around and meet new people.
Roll
Taste-
deception.
Hard to reclaim. Oh yeah. Roll yours, I guess.
It's going. Probably.
Is it?
I need a.
I wasn't even gonna lie with what I was gonna say.
16.
Alright, let's see. Alrighty then, we're good for you. You don't cause any trouble as you go up, alright? Is this all of you?
Well,
I believe.
We have cackle too.
Oh yes, I got a bird of my own.
Yes?
Yes,
Not like this. Not like this.
Early bird getting the worm.
It's
Hmm.
not the rock flying around, is it?
Oh no. Can't tame those things. Well
It'd
then.
be quite exciting if you could.
Oh yes indeed. But alas is not we do here, but peace be with you, and please do pay your respects when you're up there. We don't need any trouble.
Oh, sorry, wait, before we go, we didn't get your name. And what do you do out here, anyways? Why are you out here so far by yourself?
Second. My name's Ragbear.
Ragbear?
Ragmer. Ragmer.
Ah, yes.
And I'm out here because this is my job.
As a...
I'm a
Watcher?
lookout, you see.
Ah,
Saw you guys quite a bit below on the previous ridge.
just keeping an eye on us, making sure that we're safe.
Well, if there were an army coming up, we'd certainly want to know about it.
But you said you haven't had any visitors in... Oh no, of Yanti.
Yeah,
How often would you say you normally get visitors?
a couple times a year, perhaps. Not very often you see those besides a dwarf. And the dwarves usually go underground.
Oh, so there's a tunnel that leads up to the top of the temple.
There is indeed.
Are there tunnels
not
between
the-
all of these mountains?
Say one more time.
Are there tunnels between all of these mountains?
Not all of them.
Which ones?
You're asking a lot of questions.
Well,
We're just curious.
All of you make deception. Jesus.
Yeah, he's doing another insight. This is trying to raise some suspicions.
All three of you. Oh, we're just curious.
Tell friend.
Multiple people are saying it.
Hmm.
I'll take it with advantage.
Okay.
Tell friend.
I
is
mean,
this
I can lean on that. I already rolled a 19.
Yeah.
Tall friend, is this a awkward social interaction?
Jesus Christ.
A little bit, yeah.
Strange. Interesting.
Let them keep mucking it up, eh?
Mucking.
Well, yeah. I suppose you know that we're good friends with our neighbors to the west. So yes, we've dug tunnels in between the two.
Oh, they're good people. We just came from there, actually.
Yes, indeed, good people. Brethren in spirit they are.
Tell me, if you only get visitors a few times a year, how do you supply yourselves? I can't imagine you can farm much food or get fresh water all the way up here at the top of this mountain.
We get some fresh water from water deep below in the mountains, and we, like I said, we have good relations with our brothers to the west.
Ah, I see. Well, Ragnar.
Well, unless you'd care to join me, I have a morning routine that I like to do, and not to be rude to you, but I'd like to finish it.
Oh yes, I just finished my morning ritual as well. Lightens me up.
Yes, that's the way of things. The way of tranquility.
Yes, it is quite tranquil, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, we don't want to hold you up. We should be going. It was a pleasure meeting you, Ragnar.
And a pleasure meeting you. And he's gonna go back to the edge of the cliff and do his thing. Peace be with you.
Yeah,
Is this
you
better?
get a little better, yeah. That speaks to me on such a spiritual level.
What's
Just all those people, they're like, smile, and it's like...
Alrighty. So, unless you're doing anything else here, you can go on up.
Tall friend,
Hi.
may I call you Zolska?
Well, yeah, it's my name.
These large cities, towns, places, many people, makes me uncomfortable. Stranger than usual, chatty, maybe. Uncomfortable. How do I normal around in cities?
Sydney would
This
like to
one.
know that too.
Roll for truth bomb.
This one is such a freak.
I don't know, you maybe study people for a little bit? See how they act around other people? Just mimic them.
Too different.
Pretend that you belong.
They're all too different.
Pick one from the crowd, one that you like.
I start kind of scanning between.
Not
The
from
group
this
of you.
slot. This slot is shit.
She speaks sense.
What are you looking for exactly?
Normalcy.
What are you looking for exactly?
Oh yeah, I was just
Pinnacle of normal.
just some RP.
Okay. So, eventually, after one more round of climbing up really steep stuff and probably needing to use some rope for our weaker friends, eventually you make it to the temple.
Oh, so good.
And at the temple, there are whole rows and rows of people all doing the same movements at the same time. And then also off in the distance from like within the cave, you can hear just like
I think I'll wave at them
but
very
it sounds
slowly.
like there's just hundreds of them at the same time, just reverberating and
This is why I never
Yeah,
trained
the-
formally.
I
going
hate
out
it.
of the out from within the mountain.
No, no.
You guys ready
everybody be
for
polite.
You guys ready for horde mode?
Round one.
Just 99 monks
Ah.
versus the party.
I jumpy.
Yes.
No,
But
when
yeah,
I said
also
pick
all
one and
along
pretend.
kind of the edge of the mountain carved in
Not here.
are all these beautiful statues and amazing glyphs and everything else that are just absolutely enormous. And clearly you can tell that a lot of work has gone into there. And one of the dudes who is dressed slightly different than the other, but I don't have a picture for it. Will come over to you guys and greet you. Hello there, travelers. Come quite a ways.
Yes, hello. How are you? Who are you, might I ask?
Nice to
My
meet you.
My name is Belgrim.
Oh,
Pilgrim. I'm clearly one of the monks here.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a last name. Never mind.
No, just I'm of the clan Arst,
Right.
so Pilgrim of Arst.
What is this place? We've only heard rumors of such a temple resting on the top of this mountain. What are
This
you all
is the-
practicing here?
This is the Temple of Tranquility. It's a place of thought and peace, and healing and growth.
Healing. You have
A
medicine
long
men?
way. But this is not some tourist attraction. Are you here to learn?
I believe so.
In some sense, yes. We're travelers, explorers, you see. We're learning all about these mountains, going from clan to clan, learning more about each one, and what makes them special and unique, and what gives them their strength.
You have a medicine man?
Do we have a medicine man? We do
Yes.
have practices in the way of medicines.
I would like to get an ear for someone of that nature. Perhaps?
So, you all come here in search of wisdom.
Sure, yes.
Accurate.
Well, alrighty then.
Well,
If you come-
alrighty then.
If you come here to learn, then you shall start the way that all start. Follow me.
Okay, I don't think. Do we sign up for a seminar or something?
Might as well.
Follow me.
Sure.
And he's just gonna guide you inside the cave.
Sweet.
Let's
I think I'm going to be like kind of examining things quite closely and like tasting the wall every now and then and like just kind of
He's gonna
Being a
bring
little
you
too
into
interested.
a grand hall. He's going to say, if you wish to have knowledge and wisdom, you must start with an offering. And he's going to motion somebody forward, and somebody's going to come in with a whole bunch of mops and some buckets. There's going to be 2 or 3 people coming out, and they'll
No.
just quietly place them at your feet and then scurry away.
No.
I've seen Fantasia.
I'll pick up the bucket and start drinking the water.
No, you don't. Oh God, no.
I'm sorry, what?
No, that's
It's for cleaning, mate.
It's very tangy. Is it
Yeah.
supposed to be tangy?
this is the fool of the group. I need the most wisdom.
You are wise. It shows.
Hmm.
Yes. Well,
just
mop
curious.
the floors. When you are done, you will be ready. I shall fetch the master. When you are done, the knowledge he will pass to you. And he's gonna go off in some other direction.
All right.
And so you just have a grand hall that's like, it's not super grand, but it's like 50 feet by 50 feet, and just, you're just alone in the place with
Now
some
this
buckets
is some shit.
and some mops.
I ain't cleaning this.
The floor itself already looks fairly clean. Seems like they do this a lot.
I mean, if it keeps up appearances.
You won't clean this whole fucking thing to keep up appearances?
He takes one of the
Yes.
mops and a bucket, and he's like, trust me, I've had to clean a lot worse in the army. And he's just gonna go and get started.
He had latrine duty. You know he's had latrine duty.
That's very cute. I'd like to stick my head back out through the front door, and see if I can find like a very young, very novice, very not trained monk, if he's around somewhere.
He beats the shit out of you.
You've seen some that might be like that, but they're all doing the same thing.
And I'm gonna run up to one and touch them on the shoulder.
Sorry, in the middle of something right now. Can't talk right now.
Could I just borrow you inside for one moment, please? It'll take barely a minute.
Sorry, I have to talk to Pilgrim.
Sure, there's nothing I could do to convince you to just step inside for a moment, and I could ask you a question, and then if you don't want to do it or can't do it, I totally understand. Then you come back right up here, and you can start waving your arms again.
He's just gonna close his eyes, start to ignore you.
Are all of them have their eyes closed?
No, just him.
He's like, not today, Satan.
I believe we're going to be uninvited from this mountain rather quickly.
Great. So, if I cast suggestion on him, he won't see me do it.
That's true.
You're gonna get us fucked up by a horde of monks.
And so the campaign ended.
Okay. Real talk,
Like I said,
Richard.
man, horde mode.
Could I? This guy's. I'm trying to talk to him. He's ignoring me, so he's not looking at me.
Right.
Could I be able to cast suggestion without getting the suspicion of a bunch of other people?
You could probably time it in such a way where they're not looking, like all of them are faced a different direction than you, and you could like whisper in the ear. So,
It does say verbal. It doesn't say somatic.
right.
So if I whispered something, then that would count as the verbal, and he could go in. So it's not
Yeah,
super.
Yeah, I don't think people would immediately know that you're magic on. They're just seeing that you're talking with them, but they're all caught up and they have to do this thing, and they're disciplined and they're just doing that. They're not listening to you.
Well, let's see how disciplined he is. I'll cast suggestion on this guy.
All right. What's the DC?
What are the
DC
monk
14.
saves again? What are the monk saves again?
They have pretty high wisdom, and he's not going with it. He
Uh-huh.
is disciplined. He's like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Talk to Pilgrim.
I think while she's doing that, I'm going to be kind of like mopping next to Eric and say, Silver Boy,
Yes.
Should we not be completely honest with them about our endeavors? They are not too conniving. We are simply looking for allegiance and trying to forge ties, are we not?
We are, but all dwarves are rather proud, and they would likely not give up allegiance that easily.
Then we pass them a bowl of honey rather than a bowl of vinegar. We need them.
We don't know what honey is to them.
Yes, well,
That's why we're here.
I suppose
to get information.
if we tell them we need their help, it opens doors rather than trying this snake-like roundabout way.
It might open doors, or it might not. But then again, we might not be the ones to open that door. If we bring information back, and it seems like the best way is just to come out and do peace talks, then it'll happen.
These all seem like peaceful folk. I think those are the types of talks that they would be very likely to open up with. Their
Well-
tongues seem heavy with peace.
It's not like people haven't tried before us.
Yeah, so while in these halls, you can hear reverberating around from other chambers the monks chanting.
Oh my god, the bro chant. Alright,
Throw
that's
back for
going
the
up.
LKT folk.
I'm just leaving that up for now. That got us
Okay,
a follow too.
That's what we're doing. That got us a follow.
That's great.
Jeez.
So, with that, I am curious. We know what the two humans are doing. What are Vanessa and Zolska doing?
I mean, Vanessa is pretty fast and is used to this kind of demeaning work, so she probably just started like very quickly mopping.
Okay. And Zolska?
Like holding the mop, like moppy head side up, and just like standing there, like, no,
Okay. Sangha, what have you decided to do with your suggestions not working?
I'll storm back
Wise
in the
monks.
door. Be like, there's a bunch of blockheads outside that don't know how to listen.
Keep your voice down. We don't want to insult them.
Don't we?
No,
Don't we a little?
not
No.
really.
Okay.
All right, fine.
I pass her my mop.
That's good.
I'm gonna snap my fingers, and 5x5 square is gonna be perfectly clean.
Alrighty.
Prestidigitation it all away.
Sure.
Just gotta do
Alright.
that like a million fucking times.
I'm going to roll an insight check to see if I understand that the meaning of this is more a test of patience and kind of link it to anything that would have gone on in my original training in my past life.
Alright, just roll a straight wisdom check.
Can I roll insight?
Sure, yeah.
Alright, I get a slight bonus for that.
Yeah, you don't really know that that's what that's about, but, like, you have a hunch.
Okay. I'm going to just kind of
wax off, Daniel, son.
Yeah, I'm gonna start like humming gently to myself as I work.
What do you hum?
Is it the brooch here?
Alrighty, he's doing that, and what's everybody else doing? Are you just keeping on?
I keep it down. I can keep it down. I apologize.
Yeah, we do that.
Alright, so everyone except for the Goliath mops.
Mop, you fuckers.
I don't mop her.
Alright, so eventually you mop the whole room, and, bring you back through here. And, eventually, an older, wiser-looking monk appears. Get his picture up. He'll enter through one of the chambers, and he'll say, "You four," pointing to all but the Goliath. "Follow me."
But my tall friend.
Have a good time, eh?
I need the tall friend with me.
I'll be outside.
Your tall friend has more to learn.
Okay.
I would
Are you gonna
agree
read
with
up?
you there.
the whole fucking house.
When you're right, you're right. We should go. Well,
No.
we'll be back.
I feel like
Okay.
we're all tall compared to these dwarves.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Yes.
It'll be fine.
Yes. Fine.
As everybody gets close to the doorway to follow him, he'll call back out, "Tall friend, should you wish to join us, you can do all of this once more yourself. Come now." And he takes the rest of the four of you.
What's funny is when Ryan did that, someone.
Yeah.
Oh, did that pick up? That's all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard
I
it.
heard that.
The honk
It's
was
like,
great.
Nice.
Alrighty. So, he takes you over to a more private chamber, and he sits down in a grand little chair. Not really a throne, but just a nice chair. All there is floor space for the rest. But there's like nice little mats on the ground. If you'd like
I think I'll pull the hide from the goat earlier and lay that down and sit on it.
All right.
Is this Belgrim or is this someone else?
Oh, sorry. No, this is someone else.
What do we call you, bearded friend?
Hello
Friend?
there. I'm the leader of Clan Arst.
Do you have a
What brings
name?
you all this way?
Many things, I suppose. We search for knowledge beyond our own. We search for,
I'll kind of glance over to Eric and To solve the riddles that have befouled our minds, perhaps?
Some of us are just looking to see what life is like on these mountains.
I am told that you are looking for the strengths of each mountain in this region.
That's one way
strengths.
of phrasing it, I suppose.
What's
Their
that one
cultures,
D4
their
plus
ways.
4?
I was going odds evens to determine whether or not I was gonna mop.
Oh, okay.
I am not mopping.
Just like, I'm just gonna stay here.
They'll be out eventually.
Alrighty then. So stands to reason who benefits from you all attaining this knowledge and wisdom.
And who is that?
That's my question to you.
Well, don't we all benefit from attaining wisdom?
You can. But clearly you're sent here by somebody to learn the strengths of the mountains.
We want to learn the strengths as well as their culture, their ways, how they conduct business, who are their friends, their enemies, their histories, their philosophies. We want to know all about the mountain. That's what we do. We are travelers.
What's the interest? Sorry, Sydney's doodle's hilarious.
It's very good.
It's very good. With the goat horns and everything.
Is she crying?
Yes.
Left out.
Make
She's
sure
not
you
crying,
draw
you're
that
crying.
T-shirt. Make sure you draw that this Mountain Rocks T-shirt.
It's a tunic!
You're getting
And it
tears
has-
on your.
It is a
T-shirt.
belly shirt because it was like a dwarven. It was
Oh,
short.
yeah. Definitely belly shirt.
Oh, that's great. So I gotta like not look at it so I can,
Cover art.
so I can pay attention to this.
That's the thumbnail art, Artem.
Yep, 100%.
Oh yeah, that's the thumbnail. That is
And
beautiful.
screen grab.
I'm just gonna take a screenshot of that now.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Gosh, where was I?
Sorry.
He was saying something about oh yeah. Why do you have interest in these mountains? Of all the mountains there are, why these?
Does their beauty not speak for itself? I
It's
mean,
exciting.
okay. I don't know what his insight is.
No, what's your deception?
I haven't lied. I haven't even said anything yet.
You're avoiding.
I haven't lied.
Just you're trying to bypass why you're actually here, and he's like,
Can I
You're
not?
you're basically saying you want to see the mountains just because they're really beautiful.
Yeah.
Which is totally not why you're doing this.
I mean, she kind of piggybacked off of what I said, though, about just like, yeah, we want to know what's up with the people here and what they're doing.
Right, which is a like
It's a
it's
half
not a it's a half truth, and he's inciting that.
All right. Someone give me a help.
I'll do it because
Yeah, yeah.
our statements piggybacked anyway.
Yeah.
19.
Alrighty.
You see, clan leader, where my sister and I, we come from very, very harsh lands, where we have to always have an eye over your shoulder, making sure that we're not avoiding daggers in the night, or bandits, or raiders, or monsters, creatures you couldn't even imagine. And to come out here with my sister and I, and a couple of compatriots we've picked up along the way,
That's me.
we We just like to see how other ways of life.
Very well then. This is the way of tranquility.
What is the way of tranquility?
To not force your hand and fight against the tide, but to let things come and go. Be like water.
Wax on, wax off.
Water can flow or it can crash.
What about some of us who prefer
I
to
know
be
my
like the
thinking is
fish who gain strength from smaller fish?
Listen, here is a way where we want people to be at peace, to have life, to give life, to be one with nature.
Do you find being all the way up here, away from the rest of the world, this helps you in your endeavor?
Does indeed. So, you want to know about each of the 7 mountains.
Yes.
What do you want to know? It's gonna... Everybody can imagine the map in their mind, right?
I'll just pick up one of the maps on the ground.
We don't have that here. But you
Alright,
can
jeez.
but you can remember in your mind.
Does anyone have the map of the last mountain we went to?
Someone did.
Yeah.
Oh, it's with the gift shop girl.
No, Eric has it.
Oh, okay.
So, what do you wish to know?
What can you tell us about this mountain right here? The one that says labeled number 3.
Oh, those... Really, all the mountains north of the river to the lake are, they're a bit stuck in their ways. Not as developed or civilized as we are here. They have much learning to do. They are far from peace.
So you don't engage in much conversation or trade or diplomacy with them, I see.
We do not. There's been falling out generations ago. You'll find the dwarves are a stubborn lot. Not quick to make amends.
Are there any
That sounds right.
clans that are in particular odds with one another? Possibly a war, hostilities, things that we need to watch out if we do continue to travel these mountains. We don't want to get mixed up in any interpolitics here.
All right, get out your pens.
No,
There will
time.
be
There. The first mountain, to the west of us, where my sister resides with the clan leader, is Clan Gluklik. They're the ones who most favor interaction with the humans down below. We here, the second mountain, are Clan Arst. The third mountain, which you spoke of, is Clan Neeson. They have quite a unhealthy lot.
Unhealthy how?
Well, they're quite stubborn. They don't have the best health practices. They by far need the most help.
We heard about a disease affecting them over there. Are you saying they brought it upon themselves?
I have not heard of this disease, but that sounds quite likely. And then, of course, the fourth mountain, Clan Shoestone. There are quite a bit of isolationists. Be lucky if you ever found your way in. The fifth mountain belongs to Clan Schleifrig. They're a bit of a lazy bunch. I believe at this point they've been pretty much completely taken over by the Sixth Mountain, Clan Mirish.
Oh, really?
Clan Mirish, from my understanding, last I've seen, has taken over 5, 6, and 7. And I'm sure they have aims to take over 3 and 4. And then the last, of course, I have to say, are the most foolish, the least wise. Clan Blood. They let themselves get overtaken by Clan Mirish. I must warn you that if you're just merely going from mountain to mountain, you don't want to step foot on the lands belonging to Clan Mirish. They're quite irritable lot. You're most likely to meet a lot of hostility there.
Good to know.
Wait, so the 7th Mountain is Clan Blood, who has been taken over by Murish?
Clan Blood and Clan Schleifrig, yes, both taken over by Clan Mirish.
And Clan Shustern has closed their doors, likely because of Murish.
Because of Mirish, quite likely, yes.
Seems like the sickness would stop them in their tracks if they attempt to take Mountain 3, though.
Unless they were the ones that brought the sickness to them. I have heard
There's an
tale
interesting theory.
I've heard tale of lands where they bring rats into campgrounds to spread disease.
I see.
I would not put it past Clan Mirish to do such things. Luckily, we're well fortified up here.
Insight.
Okay. Yeah. They are well fortified up here. You're not likely to get an army being able to get into those mountains.
I mean, they've got their
The
horde.
only entrance really is like a lot of steep climbing and then like up towards the top and then downward in. So
What about
Like-
the tunnels?
you heard about some tunnels from Mountain 1. Are you asking him about the tunnel from Mountain 1?
Yes.
Well,
Yes, climbing the mountain would be reckless, but if there was another way for enemy dwarves to make their way up straight through the mountain, would you be vulnerable?
Why would I reveal a vulnerability?
Now who's dodging the question?
I'm giving you a lot of information.
I'm sure.
Go ahead and reveal the weaknesses to you.
Well, just a moment ago, you sounded very confident that there's no way that anyone could take your temple. It's completely fortified.
That it is.
But if there were a way that it weren't, then you, and by extension, all of your students, everyone who lived here, would be in danger.
If. But I assure you, we are completely safe here.
What of Mountain 3? Is there a way to cure them?
I do
Would
not
you have
know
medicine then?
the disease that ails them.
I'll reach into my pack and pull out the vial of blood and say, the solution is in the blood. It was whispered, the solution is in the blood.
Whispered by who?
The one who whispers.
There are many who whisper.
The solution is in the blood. Can your medicine men deal with it? Can they make something of this?
Possibly. Would you be willing to hand it over?
I don't know. I'm going to pull out a second
Clan
file.
Neeson has made their own bed.
You have no interest.
sense. There's no sense fighting the tide. If you will not give it to me, then that is what it shall be. I'm not going to take it from you.
Do you have any interest in helping, or if you have no interest, then there's no point in you taking the blood in.
I, of course, would be willing to help should they call upon us, but for some reason they have not.
Well, we're a
Well.
very stubborn bunch.
That they are.
I'll split the vials into the blood into two different vials, and of course, being incredibly cautious in the process.
Alright, roll me a dex check. It won't need to be very high. I said it didn't need to be very high, and you nearly slip. But you're good.
Okay.
So, you'll be giving me one of them vials then?
Yes. Here.
It's in your best interest to know what's out there. If there's a disease that's going around, it might already be spreading. You should know what you're up against, in case, heaven forbid, anyone were to reach those steps of the mountain.
In that case, I appreciate the gift.
Call it a gift for being so hospitable.
Yes.
Well, I feel we've taken up so much of your time. We really do appreciate you and all of the lessons that you have taught us.
Oh, but I still have so much to learn about you.
You really don't want to know about us. We're really not that interesting at all.
Insight.
Resources run low in the Badlands. I suspect many bandits will make their way to these fortunate troves. These hills hiding veins of gold. Gold they would rather run through the veins of their bank account.
There are plenty of mountains that border the Badlands. Why cross into Ostland?
The sweat and blood and tears of many a dwarf have already carved out the riches of these lands. Why should they waste their sweat?
I'm not sure I follow your logic.
I get that a lot.
I don't think it's a stretch to think that there would be humans interested in allying with the dwarves.
I agree.
But then, you asking about it, is that something that you would necessarily be against?
It's a good question to ponder, isn't it? There's never been such a human-dwarven alliance before beyond trade. It would be most interesting, would it not?
Well, if you are open to it, I mean, we could bring word back and try and find someone for you to talk to.
Our interest is in peace and tranquility. Frankly, our people will have been here much longer than the kingdom that surrounds us, and we will be here much longer after. We are not interested in putting ourselves in a position where we may be taken advantage of. But under the right circumstances, perhaps an alliance would be most beneficial for both parties.
Eric's gonna look him right in the eyes and say, "Trust me, there are people who would want a peaceful coexistence and alliance."
What do you know of these people?
Well, let's just say that not all humans are hell-bent on taking over. I mean, me, for instance, I would much rather see people get along. That being said, I know, especially with your neighbors to the north, they can be a little hostile, like you've said.
Indeed, they can. So, travelers who have come here merely to learn about our mountains, what would you wish to do next?
I'll say this as much in terms of security and fortifications. My sister and I have come through the Badlands to the far north where the desert sands are so hot they'll burn your feet. And there are many, many hungry mouths fighting for scraps. Fighting for what little gold you can rub together in your fingers. I would certainly want to be looking around for allies. There are already rumors that they're traveling south, tired of fighting each other into the far north. It's never an unwise idea to know who your allies are, and to make sure they're there to have your back when you need it.
It's also a good idea to know who your enemies are. The ones who will be stabbing you in the back.
Indeed. But I am still curious why you speak of such things, so tell me outright. Are you speaking on behalf of the kingdom or not?
On behalf of an interested party in Aki. Now, maybe if there was goodwill that started there, goodwill could come from the rest of the kingdom too. And I think, from everything you've said, I think you'd much rather there just be peace than tension.
Indeed, that would be the best way of things. Go back to the person who brought you here. Tell him that if terms are right, we might be open to a deal.
I appreciate the honesty.
Long as it's returned in kind with you and your master.
I do have a question. With the ultimate goal being peace, and you being related to the wife of the Jarl in Clan Gluklik,
My sister, yes.
do you think that perhaps if you were to find a good alliance, an amicable one with the humans, do you think that they would follow in your footsteps? Peace all south of the river.
They would not want to be in a position where they would be taken advantage of. And the truth is, they're quite happy with the way things are right now. The terms would have to be quite good.
That's true. I'm just wondering, given your word, if you knew that you had a good agreement. Do you think
Would you
that's
push for it?
I'd say that if the terms were good, I would certainly be a voice to push for peace, and I believe they would hear my words.
then I'll deliver that message with peace in mind.
Very well then. Shall you be going back? Shall you be going to the mountains of Clan Mirish? Which again, I warn you, you will not find nearly as hospitable as the mountains of mine or my sisters.
I think we both know the first step to obtaining peace is knowing what problems lie in the future. We have to go north.
Do so at your own risk, but speak nothing of our conversation that we've just had.
We won't.
And before you go, you, the snake one with the snakes of hair, or the hair of snakes,
Yes.
I would like to speak with you in private, if you'd be willing. I promise you no harm will come to you.
Well, you break that promise, and I won't make the same one toward you. That sounded better in my head.
I understood what you were trying to say.
The Yamti sisters are both very wise.
Well then, the three of you go back to your friend. Hopefully she's done mopping.
When they stand up to leave, Sanga's just going to put an arm on Vanessa and say anything? Make a noise? I will be in here. Just tell me what I need to do.
I'll take care of it.
That's what I'm afraid of. And she'll leave.
Alrighty. Take it back here.
I just walk out of the study with the lead monk's head. I am your master now.
I took care of it, sister!
God, I love the stick figure. It's so good.
Oh, I
Oh,
like
there's
the
blood on
t-shirt
it
up
now.
top too.
Yeah.
Did
I
she
didn't
kill one of the
see the
monks?
I mean, maybe.
Did she mop the room in their blood?
Oh God.
She did totally just snap that frickin' broomstick or
God
mop
damn
stick.
it, guys.
She's not mopping.
We'll get to that in a second. But let's stick with Vanessa for a second. When they leave, the clan leader's gonna say, "I can sense your key. You're a taker of life."
It is my purpose to do so, yes.
Normally, I would not be able to sense such things, but there's something special about you that is in such contrast to the key that we focus on here, where we give life. We give the energy of life, and you take it away.
Believe me, I could feel the same difference when I walked in.
Yes. Know that you do not need to use that key for evil. You can use it for good. Or, if you were to stay here and train, you could even turn that energy and be a very powerful monk indeed.
We seem to have different views on what is evil.
Perhaps.
To me, evil is something someone does unnecessarily, out of their way, something malicious just for the sake of being malicious. Some of us who know what is going to happen inevitably. Many years from now, or a few years from now, who can say? Know that some things aren't evil, they're just destiny.
That is a good way to look at it. I hope that moving forward, if our paths should meet again, that you do not use this energy for evil. There is a balance to life. Your energy and mine must coexist. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Then we are at peace with one another. Take care.
Goodbye.
Alright, cutting back to everybody else who's walking in, and did you actually break the...
Yes.
So y'all come back and you see the Goliath with a broken broom.
What happened?
I didn't want to fucking mop, alright?
But why did you break it?
Why do you think I broke it? I'm not exactly a sunshine happy person. I didn't want them. They just kept fucking looking at me with the fucking mop, alright?
Did you feel better after you broke the mop?
Marginally, yeah.
Well, then I guess it was all worth it.
A little bit.
Did you kill anyone?
No.
Alright, I call that a success. Let's get out of here.
As you're saying that, and as Vanessa returns to you,
I didn't kill anyone either, in case anyone...
High five.
Do you just enter the room saying that? I didn't kill anyone! Just in case anyone wants to know.
I hear you make that statement, so that's what I enter with. I did not kill anyone.
Alrighty, as you say all of that, Belgrim is gonna come back into the room and say, "Hey, why'd you break a broom?"
Damn it, why is that funny? Jeez.
Were you mopping too hard?
Yeah. Just got real into it, you know? Yeah.
She gets very excited about cleaning things.
Yeah.
Roll for deception, Sydney.
Fuck.
Great.
Can
This
I
is what
assist
ruins
on that?
relations.
I want to give her advantage for assisting.
Okay.
Oh my god, what's my... Oh good. Oh good. So happy. So good. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
Are you ready for this?
Better roll that nat 20.
Oh!
Oh shit!
Well, my apologies
-1.
about that. We don't have brooms that are well suited for Goliath. We'll get you a better one next time.
Good. Yeah. Can we go? Are we going? I'm really upset that I didn't get to, you know, mop the room.
Don't push your luck.
What's the rest of the group saying? Are you heading out?
You know,
Yeah.
I'm sure if we go down the mountain, we'll find something else for you to clean. And you'll clean just the way you normally do.
Yeah. Clean.
Should I send a raven to check in about how far your medicine men have come?
Yeah, that's actually a good point. It would take them a while, so unless you're gonna stay here for a while, you're not gonna get an answer from them about what they figure out.
I'll check in a week.
Alrighty then. We'll
Thank you.
see you in a week. You
Yes.
can always send a raven if you don't want to make the trip back up.
I'll send Cackle.
Very well then. Take care. Safe travels back down the mountain. Will you be heading north or west?
I think we're still discussing it. We need to
Very
figure out
well.
what we want
Well,
to do.
whichever way you go, watch out for rocks overhead.
Yes.
Thanks.
All right,
And
that you guys can go.
Okay.
So the question now is, where do you go?
That is a good question.
I was
Fucking
thinking north
clean the fucking floors.
to 4.
I was thinking west, back to Goldbeard.
You think?
We could check in. That is a wealth of information.
We've got a ton of info. He just wanted information on each one. Now we've got information on all of them.
It's
Mhm.
true, but if we could come back with like at least 4, because they're definitely the next target, and that's like a great setup for talks.
Okay, let's put it this way. We gave Goldbeard, 10 days? We'd go out and get information and come back? How many
About
days
close
has
to
it been?
that.
It's been 4.
Nah, it's
5?
more than that. You're almost at the end. Of the
Oh.
month.
So we need...
You're on
we
the
should
last
start
day.
Well,
heading
then
back.
never mind then. Yeah, I guess we're going back then.
We
I
can
thought it was
collect
like
10
5
gold
days.
per mountain. We've already gotten 1. So that's another 60 gold we can split between us. Then we can go after the more tough ones once we have a little bit more.
Yeah, I
Armor.
thought it was like 5 days so far. So yeah, if it's that close to the end of the 10 days, yeah.
And if we let him know, we can get some idea of what we can start doing for 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So I think
Alrighty.
what we'll do is we'll attack that rock, we'll tame it, and then we'll use that rock to fly back to the human settlement. Are
We
all
already
agreed
met
on that?
Gandalf the other week, so
Yeah, so let's do that. Okay.
I mean, you could maybe do that and save a day.
No, I'm not doing any of that. I was kidding.
It would be very tough.
I
And
was
you
lying.
might- and you
our
might
animal
TPK.
friendship only works on snakes.
Damn it! I thought this was a snake.
It's a
What happened?
30-foot long bird.
What happens if you polymorph it into a snake and then cast animal?
Retains all the same mental stuff,
Yeah.
but a very good idea.
Are rocks smart?
That's a good
Smarter
question.
than the
Let me
average
see.
bird.
They have a 3 intelligence. They are a
Go ahead
beast.
and turn off the bro chant.
Oh, if they have a
Oh.
3 intelligence, then we can't even do anything.
Yeah,
with it.
but my life feels
No, we
empty
can't. They have to be
without it
less
now.
than 4.
Oh, right. Sorry, I keep
They're
going
a
the other way with it.
monstrosity, but they're basically
Oh.
just a big beast.
Good
But
girl.
once they're a snake, then they become a snake.
But they retain the mental stats, so I don't feel like they would technically be snake enough.
They're not wild shaping. They're polymorphing.
Do you
Yeah.
here's the question. Do either of you actually know polymorph?
No,
Nope.
this is all conjecture.
What if we both? What if we were both like, yeah?
When Finn
That would
Finn
be really
polymorphs Kadash into giant monkey, Kadash doesn't become giant monkey. Brain not giant monkey. Brain Kadash.
But Jewel does turn
Body
into
of-
King Harambe, the scarred one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fact.
So, it'll take about 3 days for you to get back to Akim. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
I will send. I will send Cackle, and he will track him, and just screech the words "on the way," and then fly off
Where are you sending Cackle?
back to Goldbeard, buddy, dude.
Okay, so you're just telling him that you guys are on the way. Got it.
Yeah, which would be really weird if he's just like sitting at a table eating breakfast or something and talking to people and plants on the way and leaves. It's like, what the? Who the fuck was that?
Alrighty.
Technically, the monster type is one of the statistics.
Got weird shit happening with that calendar.
I know, it like won't let me grab it, so I'm just like morphing it.
I've been there.
Hello?
Alrighty, so you're now in the season of life.
Vanessa's not a fan of this one.
You guys make it back down to Akim. Let's see if I can go into my archive and find good old Goldbeard.
Do we want to take a quick break here?
Yeah, let's take a 5-minute break.
All right.
Okay. BRB.
Cool.
We are back.
We are back 3 days later
Oh.
into the season of life.
Could I use some of that travel time for scavenging?
Sure.
Just to restock my healer.
Yeah, go ahead and roll survival real quick.
Have
Gross,
you
yes.
used any of it yet?
Yeah, I've used two charges of it.
You don't find a whole lot on the way back.
Yeah.
Maybe like enough for one thing.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's pretty scarce up here.
Yeah. But you make your way back down to Akeem, and because of your raven giving him a heads up, Goldbeard is going to meet you outside of town.
Oh yeah, did we find that snake on the way?
No, that's you!
Oh, I'm the snake.
If
And
you want
there's
to
your
roll to
sister.
find a snake on the way back, I'll give you one more chance to find a snake.
Hold
Last
on,
time
I'm gonna
it
give
really
myself.
wasn't meant to be.
I'm gonna give myself my scythe.
Okay.
Or my sickle,
Any
rather.
rolls for finding and charming snakes? Just a survival combined with a. It's got to make a save.
Yeah.
All right.
You want a survival?
Yep.
All right, here it comes.
Okay.
Roll natural 20.
No, you find no snakes on the way back.
All right.
It's definitely
It's
not
really
meant
not
to
meant
be.
to be. I'm sorry. This session just
No, I don't think I do either.
No, it is just not meant to be. No snakes found on the way back.
alone in this world.
So you get back to Goldbeard, and he greets you. What do you say?
Hello.
Hi!
I honestly don't remember the accent I gave this guy at all. Hello. What'd you get for me?
We've got information on pretty much every mountain.
Alrighty, what you got?
Can we do the... It all started...
Ma-na-na-na-na. Oh. Well, that's quite a bit of information then.
It is.
God.
I already knew a bit about the first part, thanks to Eric.
What?
Yeah.
Sangha went and met him.
When you came here earlier,
I didn't come here earlier.
Sure you did, remember?
yeah, you did. You were here. We talked about what you learned about the Clan Neeson.
He just
They would
looks
say-
at Sangha.
Deception!
Did you knock your head on the mountain, sweetie?
Did you shapeshift into me?
Who can say?
I think you can say.
That is true. I could say. And the things I learned. Anywho, you know what I'd really love? Is some gold.
Alrighty, fair enough. 10 gold.
Per mountain. Yes?
Was it per mountain?
Well,
As
Was?
per the deal.
you only went to 2 other mountains. You're asking for... You got some hearsay on the other 4.
We've got some hearsay from a God's damned monk master. Sits on the top of the world watching everyone and judging everyone.
Who is willing to go through negotiations for our alliance?
Go ahead and roll diplomacy, or not diplomacy, what the fuck do they call it in 5e?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Roll persuasion to get it for all 60. Or get all, or,
That's our
Yeah.
deal! That's what we wanted! You wanted information on each one.
It's not a high DC.
Can
But
I-
right now, he's trying to haggle and say you
Yeah.
really only...
Can I give
20.
him advantage since I was helping out?
Yeah.
Sure.
But right now, he's trying to haggle and be like, oh, you really only have 20.
That fucking aid.
Nice.
Alright, you got 60 it is. But still, you haven't delivered me even one mountain. there's a lot more gold you could get.
We
But
do have good
need to
ends.
find the cure for the illness. For the one, secure that. We need to find the right terms to make agreements. Secure those mountains. I don't know what we'll do about those other 4. Which is why I don't think that you should... Like, what did you learn about the other 4, other than they're hostile?
Well, we know that mountain number 4 is extremely isolationist, but given that they are the next target to be taken over, I think that's a decent in for allegiance right there. Especially if we ally with the other 3 dwarves and they see that they are surrounded by 2 very large factions.
Also, mountains number 5 and number 7 have both succumbed to slavery from mountain number 6. If we were to infiltrate, and if we were to say, I don't know, stir some things up a bit, cause a little bit of civil unrest, we could have an upheaval on our hands, a riot, on 2 different mountains,
At which
destabilizing all 3.
At which point number 6 would have no really option but to surrender.
Or to fall back, leaving 5 and 7 open for armies to sweep in and save them, like the heroes they are.
Very well, you've earned your 60. So, will you be going any further to get more gold? I've got more gold to offer if you can secure any of these mountains.
Well, I think we need to know what we can offer as far as negotiations go for Mountains 1 and 2.
I'd have to talk with the prince, perhaps. I've got not much to offer myself besides the gold I can offer you.
If I
don't
may,
want to go to the prince just with vague senses of good terms. That's not that much useful information. I'm sure that it is good information that there's an opening for terms. But beyond that, I'm a bit at a loss.
if I wouldn't recommend an armed assault on either of those 2 mountains. Both of them are very well fortified. Both of the people are very happy where they are. They're willing to defend it to their last death.
Yes, and the way you described how many monks there were and how many fighters there were, maybe we could take the 2 mountains. Maybe. But it would take the whole kingdom, and then what would be left to secure the ground they've already gained?
It wouldn't be worth it. You'd be fighting an uphill battle. Literally.
Literally an uphill battle. Well, if that's the case, then I suppose I could bring something to the prince, telling him that the mountains are to be on good terms, but perhaps I should go to those mountains first and speak to them myself so I can take more of the credit. Bringing the prince what little information we have on what terms they would accept. Let's not put my families in good favor. The more I can secure, the better.
What?
Perhaps I can speak with the prince and see what terms he'd be willing to give.
I will say what Clan Arst wants more than anything else is peace. While Gluklik is very cushy and comfy, having another dwarf, if we ally with them first, would help negotiations quite a bit.
Well, it seems like you left things off with needing to get some medicine for Clan Neeson. So, that's something that you could be doing.
Here's another idea.
If you were to try to... Well, at this point, what are you but mercenaries? You are in no position to negotiate. I guess I could begin the negotiations. Seems Clan Arst would be the place to start rather than Clan Gluklik, as they are already pretty content with what they have.
Very much so, yes.
Here's the suggestion. Clan Arst would love nothing more then peace. Clan Glucan, who is the leader is related to, is more or less on the same page. They're very happy where they are right now. They're happy with the food on their plates, the gold in their pockets, and I'm sure whatever swill they call ale, they pass out to the masses. They're all very much happy with that. What they do not want is a war. A war with the dwarves to the north. One that we could start.
I like your thinking.
So, while you traipse down to the southern mountain, say, hey, things are going on to the north, the dwarves are getting kind of itchy, things are looking pretty hot right there. What do you say we form an alliance? What do you say we enter into a stronger military agreement? Join our kingdoms. Make sure you're safe. Because who knows? There could be something going on to the north right this moment.
There could be. I worry, though. This clan Ast leader seems to be somewhat knowledgeable of the fact that you guys are trying to pull some string. What if he ends up under the impression that it was you that started the attack? Or you might have instigated something that led the northern clans to take on Clan Ast. Could that backfire?
Possibly, but to be perfectly honest, even if we don't instigate something, they will come south eventually. You and I both know this, and I think he does too.
But But on Dwarven time, that could be 50 years from now.
Well,
Seems like a mighty coincidence if they were suddenly to start right now, after you've just met with them.
I'm not saying that we'd send their armies south. I don't think that's in anyone's best interest, to have our resources fight each other. But if a civil war to erupt in the northern Dwarven mountains, it would become a hotbed for chaos and violence that could spread everywhere. Not a unified front, but just chaos. You know, someone once told me, someone that I greatly admire, said that chaos is a ladder, and you can pull yourself to greater heights with just a little bit of chaos.
Who said that?
I can't remember his name at the moment.
You know what someone once said to me?
You respect a man with no name. I see. Interesting.
You know what someone once said to me?
What did they say to you, sister?
Nothing. I decapitated him.
That's right. I remember. You've told me the story many times.
It's the same story for multiple people.
That sounds horrifying. Well, listen, if you're gonna stir up chaos, just make sure your fingerprints ain't all over it. But I like your thinking. Destabilize the region. Perhaps solidify your friendship with Clan Neeson first. I'd be trying to find that cure.
Well, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. At least as far as we know.
Alrighty then. Make your plans. Get me briefed on what you'll be doing. I'll start the diplomacy to get Clan Arst and Clan Gluklik on our side. And I'll find out what the prince might be willing to give up on terms.
Very good.
do we know of any alchemical guilds?
We have Jumpy. He's like a guild all by himself.
Well,
Somebody knows something about something that he could do with that other half of the vial of blood.
Is that me?
Yeah, that's you. I was you like 2 sessions ago.
Is it the things I muttered and that who whispered?
Maybe, yeah.
Yes, I'll have to look into it. I know it. Solution is in the blood. Solution is in the blood.
and
Yeah, that was like the first sentence of like a paragraph I gave you.
What?
Really?
He really is the one that whispers, because you didn't hear the rest.
What exactly do you need to find the solution?
Let's see if I can scroll up and find it.
Oh, it's after a certain point it archives it too, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking.
View all chat entries for this game. Oh.
Yeah, there's only so many whispered things. I should be able to find it.
You might be able to. It might be better to control F and try and find it based on like the first line.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna send it to...
Ooh.
Send it back to Andrew. It's not a paragraph, it's just like a couple sentences. But... There we go. Alrighty, there you go, Sparks.
The answer lies in the blood. We do not hold the answers of follow Achim will?
A follower in Akeem will,
Akeem.
which is the city you're in right now.
Follower. And Akeem. Follower. There's a follower here. Who follows? Who's the one who follows? Do you follow? Who's...
Follower of.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know any followers, what you speak of.
Who follows? Who follows? Is there a temple?
No. I'd say you probably usually know, like, where people of your kind usually meet at night. The kinds of places.
Follower. Yes. I am getting rather sleepy. Perhaps an inn for now would be good. Here in Akeem would be good. Yes. Yes.
Righty. Well, I guess I'll be seeing you all then. Report back to me tomorrow. The plan.
Sounds good.
Alrighty then.
So what are we doing? We're chasing the ravings of a madman? That's what's happening right now?
I think that's what's happening.
That's par for the course.
Okay,
I
great.
like it.
No, the rambles come from the madman. Follow the whispers. Follow the whispers.
Who's whispering to you exactly?
I've said to I need sleep. We should.
You've said very much too little, if anything.
Yes. Ooh. How do I explain? How do I...
Words, freak, use them.
Words. Too many. Too few? Many, but few.
If this keeps up for like another 30 seconds, she's gonna cast suggestion on him.
Oh dear.
Just make him say what
Just
he's
lead the
trying
way.
to
Just lead.
It's a new day, right? We could both do it.
do. Yep.
The one who introduced me to my new has led me to you all, to you, this tribe, this small tribe with the tall one. And it has left the footprints that we follow. The whispers have led us to the footprints that lead us into the town. Lead us to the one who follows.
You
And
have a
what
better
follows-
grasp of common than this, I would assume.
What do you mean by the one who followed? What's that mean? Like the followers? Like faithful?
The one who follows the one who whispers.
I don't have religion, but I'll roll for that.
Okay.
Anything to speed this up. Alright, I don't know.
Yeah, you have no fucking clue what he's talking about.
I think that's.
I also
Yep.
I also have religion. Let me make an attempt.
Fuck it. Let's. No.
A little bit better.
Tony,
Mmm.
you've heard have you ever come across anybody like you?
Like other one team?
Like other people who could take life energy.
I would say no.
Okay. Well, maybe you came across some literature at some point that there's like the one who whispers. It's almost like rumor or legend
Okay.
that there's some dark energies that some people refer to as the one who whispers. It's almost like a Voldemort-like thing, like people don't say his name.
Interesting. Okay. Alright. I've read a word or two about this one who whispers. Seems like an incorrect view of our own Nagashisha, in my point of view. One who's able to sort of, take the energy of others, life from death, all that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's the type of thing that you usually hear about in the shady spot. So, like, as far as the rumors go, the followers, usually come out at night. You're often likely to find them in the shadiest of taverns and such.
Wait. The one who whispers, are you speaking of the Night Mother? The great cosmic snake Nagashisha?
Something like that. Those who
Did you sneeze?
who know, there are those who know that those forces are out there, but don't quite know the face behind the forces, if that makes sense. Some people see the rain and they think, oh, it comes from this god or it comes from this thing. It can only be coming from one source, but people interpret it differently.
We may hold different codexes, but we speak the same riddles.
I do not speak in riddles. I speak my mind.
Well, my mind is filled with riddles.
That seems like a problem.
So we need to find the followers?
Yes. We will find them.
Are you saying we're looking for a cult?
How dare you?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Okay.
I wouldn't be too concerned. I think it's fine.
Listen, you're not going to find high-level magic without getting your...
Obviously.
So, Madman. Take us to the ones that whisper. Take us to the followers.
Oh, the one who whispers will never be. Anyway, yes. Lead us where we need to be. Yes.
Alright, so you'll have to wait till nightfall.
Yeah.
And upon nightfall, you might need some assistance with a local to find out what's the shadiest tavern in town.
You there, what's the shadiest tavern in town?
I guess it wouldn't be a good time to reach out to my patron and find that information.
Yeah, you can do that, and so
ask Siri?
you'll get a little hint that guides you to the right spot.
Gary, what's the shadiest bar in town?
The shadiest bar in town is...
Here's what I found.
Okay, it's actually really close.
Okay, I didn't think you... I was looking at a different tab. I didn't realize you actually asked your phone, and so when I started doing a voice and heard someone else, I was like, yo, someone does a really good Siri impression.
So when you hear Felix mention the gems and the dreams, Artem, Eric, that is gonna make you feel a bit of unease.
Okay.
That is it's like the medieval version of a knight.
Yeah, but what?
Usually not the type of place you'd want to go to.
Wait, medieval version of a what? You cut out.
Like a nightclub.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a party.
Great. Seedy places in town. Everybody keep a hold of your coin purses.
The compass has twitched. We must follow the needle.
All right. So you guys get to a tavern, and once you go inside, the lights are very dim, just candles lit around. There's quite a few people who are wearing various masquerade face masks and such.
Oh my
And,
god.
Just the title of
Hold
this
on, stream. You have to see what Richard. So this is our music right now.
Yep.
hardcore party mix.
Good lord.
All right. All
I can
right.
get behind this.
All right.
This is very Witcher combat music.
Yeah, I'd skip forward about 6 minutes in. That's got about the right
I'm
vibe.
going.
It's about 6 minutes in.
Ooh yeah.
6 minutes in.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
All right.
Listen,
I literally just
personality
googled
wise,
this. I'm like, yeah, this works.
we don't do it, but you know, if these Wansi sisters had to get down, they could get down to that music.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's all sorts of people in various masks and such. But upon Felix entering, not but 3 minutes later, a woman dressed all in black approaches him. Felix, what brings you here?
I come to follow.
You have something you wish to share?
I do. In response, yes. Here, yes. I'll hand over the blood.
She'll examine the vial of blood. There's not much in this vial.
Yes.
I'll do the best I can. She'll open it up and pour it on her tongue. And she'll kind of like swish it around in her mouth a bit.
That's bold. I like this one.
Don't get too attached.
And after a little bit, she'll swallow the blood.
Did you want to tell her that it was diseased?
I
reckon
think she
she already
knows.
knows.
This blood is tainted with the disease found in the rat flea.
It's the fucking plague, isn't it?
Was this our doing? Was this the crop of the seed we sowed?
No, but it is cut from the same cloth.
Oh.
The same tricks, but used by another.
So towers must fall here, yes?
The towers must fall here, you say?
Is that, I suppose, the question?
All I have an answer for is what this is. And of course, if you're looking for an antidote, I suppose I could come by one.
Yes. We may need to come about a lot of it.
How much do you need?
Enough to repair an army?
You ask the impossible. This was meant to bring down nations, villages. I can get as much as I can, but I can't guarantee how much.
Thank you.
It will take some time, a
Yes.
few days at least.
All things take time.
Give me one deacon. Which is 10 days.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think this hardcore party mix music is a little too hard in here. Are you two speaking common right now? What are you talking about? Towers and deacons and... Can you get us the antidote? Yes or no?
Deacons, everyone would know. That's a deacon is like a week. Just weeks are 10 days long in this world.
How much can you get?
I'll get as much as I can. I have no guarantees.
Is there any way to help you get more?
can I get back to you on that?
Always. I trust you will know how to find us if you need.
Meet me in the morning. If there's a way that you can assist, I will let you know by then.
Can I one-up this woman? Is she, like, arcane or magic or a god or something? What's up with this? She just drank it?
You can,
Insight?
yeah, insight.
Yeah, I want to do that too. What's her deal?
Good insights. She is really fucking pale, and she gives off a somewhat vampiric impression. No guarantees on anything, but that's
Is her
the
last
vibe
name
she's
Strahd?
Because Sydney has some real PTSD with women with the last name Strahd.
This game has given me like a lot of issues, actually.
Are there any relation between the vampires and vampirism and the cult of Nagashisa?
That's a good question. I think that there are probably some Yuan-Ti vampires.
For sure. I mean, if you're asking that, maybe to at least to Vanessa, she would just relay something like, I don't necessarily have to ingest any part of the creatures I slayed to gain their strength. Every once in a while, you get a little taste of blood from a decapitation, but it's hardly necessary.
Still, you must see there's some similarities between the vampires and the... Well, and then she's gonna flick open her mouth, and two fangs are gonna poke out.
Oh, certainly. This chick is still creepy, though.
Definitely.
She's standing like right there.
Good, then she heard me declare she was creepy.
Yeah,
And what's
you
up with
have
that mustache?
You have snake's hair, so you're one to talk.
Yeah, I kind of turned into what's his face from BioShock, the artist. Sinclair, I think is his name.
Well, in any case, early morning, before the sunrise, meet
Yes.
me
Yeah, Bear.
outside this building.
Come here.
I must
Yes.
go gather information.
Thank you.
Alrighty. With that, does anybody do anything while they're in this creepy ass nightclub tavern thing?
What's the vice?
The vice is I'd say there's like an opium type thing that people are smoking as well as alcohol.
I go up to the barkeeper and decapitate him. I'm just kidding.
Real? Like, alright, is that what we're doing?
Good run, everybody.
How
You gotta
much?
do it. You gotta time it with the flickering of the lights so that people just think it was, a dance move.
How much opium is there?
I'd say there's a mixture of kind of just a more mild hookah and like in like a certain like VIP area there's like some actual opium.
I'll hookah. And drank. And party hard, Wayne.
See, one of my ideas was to spike the cure with opium so we could get them hooked and then make it easier to control them.
You won't need that if there actually is a cure.
But, maybe if the leader became an opium junkie, but he only thought we could get them from a certain limited supply.
That's evil.
That's also a great way to have a revolt when they don't get their opium.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
I don't know if there's enough opium to take over a whole mountain unless you like do a side quest to take over the whole opium trade. Which,
Let's try.
like, if that's the direction you want to go down, I'm game. But
D&D?
Richard's. Well. Oh, jeez. That's great. Ryan's eyes just like lit up, but instead of cash register, it was like
Little
side
bags.
quest. Side quest.
Side quest: take over the opium trade.
The like exclamation point from MMOs.
Yeah.
Richard, if you don't want to, we don't have to play it all out. But I will say, I'm going to use the Mask of Many Faces. I'm going to assume the hottest tavern wench that
Okay.
has ever graced that bar.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and get into the
VIP section.
VIP section to suggest someone to give me some of their opium.
All right. Give me a charisma roll, and then I'll do a basic wisdom check. Yeah, that fucking works, and they fucking fail their saves. Yeah, you suggest something, they give you a good chunk of their personal stash of opium.
Awesome. I'll
This is
pocket
good enough for a party of 5.
that. Oh, wow. So if things are really dicey,
If things are really dicey, you guys can all do opium.
we can all do drugs before we die.
It is a natural pain reliever.
That's true.
Yeah, there's
Sydney,
a reason they're
don't
called
get-
opiates.
Sydney, don't give me that judgmental stare. You've played a junkie before.
I have.
Don't
Wait,
even
when
play.
were you a junkie?
I was a ghoul
Phyllis.
junkie. I went from being like, I'm gonna run this as a sweet old lady, and then
Oh,
we got
right.
in trouble, and then I got addicted.
You did.
That's when you had like the greatest roll of any session when you like face planted in front of that guard,
Yeah.
and then you got up and at 20'd your like voice deception check, and he was like, "Yeah, come on in."
Yeah. I miss Phyllis. I miss Phyllis a lot.
Yeah, so if there's any kind of final things you want to do for tonight, we can go ahead and do that.
I would like to pull
Um,
Eric aside for like a second and a half. Like, even if like you were to like start wandering off or something, I just want to like grab the back of your armor and pull you back a little close and just say, you need to watch yourself around her if I was you.
Around.
The snakes.
Oh, that I already know. Apparently, they turned into me.
Then fucking watch yourself, hey? And I'll push him away.
Alright, then.
I think we could fast forward to like getting into the inn.
Into the limousine later that night with the tiger.
I think that worked out rather well. Right, guys?
Worked out fine. I think.
Yes, I would say
He has
so.
a home in this city if he wants to go to it.
Who does?
Eric.
Party
does?
at Eric's
Oh, okay.
house.
Yeah, I mean, he's just gonna go home then.
Are we staying with you?
Hell no.
That
Eric, aren't you
good
going to be the
answer.
chivalrous knight and let us stay with you?
No.
My
Oh,
hero.
Eric. Do you have a wife? Do you have
Open the
a...
fucking door!
Damn.
I don't know what Eric's deal is, if he stays with his parents or he's got his own place or what, but
He definitely
I
has
would
his
assume
own
that Eric
place.
has a home in the city.
He has his own home. None of y'all are invited.
Eric, what's your girlfriend's name?
He probably
Yeah,
just
kid.
leaves while they're like exploring the place. He's like, "This is not my scene. I'm going home."
Oh, my dog's sick. I gotta
You know,
bounce, guys. Sorry.
Eric probably does have a dog, probably like this huge mastiff, and he just leaves him at home.
What's his name? I need this for my own personal. Like, I need it.
Roscoe Silvermane.
Ooh, that's majestic.
I do like the Roscoe. Is a good. Yeah.
Yeah, Roscoe. It's a pretty good name for an animal companion. Roscoe. It's pretty original sounding, too.
Yeah.
That Roscoe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Hold
fight
up.
a Goliath-friendly
Boy,
inn,
oh boy.
and I'm gonna go stay there.
I assume we were all grabbing the same place.
I mean, we could. I mean, just, because Eric doesn't want us sleeping at his house.
Sister, are we closing this bar down?
Seems that way.
Let's get some shots then.
Enjoy yourselves, sisters.
And so the hardcore medieval music goes shot, 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 shot.
Everybody!
but it's like a town crier with like a scroll.
Shots!
Shots! Shots!
Shots!
Dude, do you think they did? I mean, they still sell like the giant like tubes of beer. You think it was like, you know, the long like bugles, but like of beer? Just
Yeah.
and then you just tilt it back.
Yeah, definitely. They pour it through the horn. And you
Yeah.
have to chug it all.
And it's still got like that banner attached to it.
Yep. I do declare, let's get wasted!
Alrighty, well, if there's nothing else major, then I think we'll call it a night here, and that'll give you guys some time to come up with what you want to do. That'll give me some time to figure out how you guys might be able to help get some more material for,
I do decapitate that bartender.
at some point, okay.
It's okay. It's the end of the night. and
Yeah, it's
we're
like
all
the end of the night after last call, and like it's just like a couple bartenders left, and
Mhm.
mostly everybody else
No,
is
that's
gone.
not okay.
And I
I'm
say,
not
Maybe you're okay.
and I say, want to see a magic trick? I'm gonna make his head disappear.
What?
Yo, what's this snake lady? Oh
Monsters.
Uh,
Well, that's
I would say that due to how shady of a place this is, the snake ladies probably would get hit on by people. Rather than being scared of them, they'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm into this.
well, Vanessa ain't into any of them.
Boring.
Taking heads off and taking names.
Sangha
taking
is
no
into them so
numbers.
long as they have gold in their purse.
That's not really Vanessa's thing. Is not necessarily pleasure with or for anyone else.
Alrighty
anyway.
then.
So we wrap it up there.
Call it a night here, and we'll figure out what we want to do moving forward. And
Yeah, we got a
Yeah.
few episodes left of this.
I think there's 3 more or 2 more.
Thanks for watching, everyone. And just remember, when in the mountains,
You were there.
you're there.
You're welcome.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, stream.